People have been saying this forever. I've had health officials telling me forever and ever and ever. There's a difference between going to the hospital because of COVID or showing up at the hospital with something else and then finding out you're with COVID. Look, here's the deal. I don't understand, and maybe this show isn't for you today because it's gotten pretty political, but the truth of the matter is I don't understand. Well, I do understand. This is all coming out now because the midterms are coming up and people are realizing frankly, on the left, that this ain't going well for them. It's not. It's not going well at all. So what's happening now is the truth is starting to come out. New York City, you saw it. You know, did you come in for a car crash and we found out you had COVID, or did you come in because of COVID? We've said this all along, and it has frustrated me forever that this is such a difficult thing. I had health professionals, I had people from Eskenazi Health on my show for 60 straight days, healthcare workers, as we celebrated them, how hard they worked. A former teammate of mine named Brian Sloan is a doctor. Great dude, one of the best, if not the best human beings that I know. And we had a conversation about the work that healthcare workers are doing at Eskenazi Health in Indianapolis, which is what Brian is a part of. So what'd we do? We brought these folks on every day and did a segment. And so many of them over the course of time says, you know, yeah, COVID's horrible. Yeah, we got all these people on, it's awful. But some of them that were administrators said, well, you know, hospitals get money for saying COVID is the reason a person came in here. It inflated the numbers. If I get in a car wreck and I'm perfectly healthy, they draw blood and I've got COVID, I am not in the hospital for COVID. I don't know why this is so hard, but the numbers have gotten inflated. Now all of a sudden, and Clay's been all over this, now all of a sudden, bam, 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 bam. New York is saying we're going to identify the real numbers. We're going to identify what people are actually showing up at the hospital for. Well, why don't we do that all the time? Why hasn't that been our thing? I know why it wasn't early, and nobody can tell me differently. Look, I didn't vote for Donald Trump, but I know why all of these news organizations, not named Fox, had the running total of deaths, the running total of how many cases there are, and I also know why it stopped. We all know this. It was to influence the election, and good for you, man. It worked, and now we got a guy in there that swore to God his election platform was, I am going to stop COVID. Trump can't do it. Biden can't. Well, the numbers have never been higher. So we knew this going in. Everybody knew this going in. Biden was full of shit. He's been full of shit, and he'll continue to be full of shit. I mean, let's just be honest when it comes to COVID. Simple. You can be crazy and be on this side and say, no, he's not. There's nothing he can do. Yeah, okay, fine. But real people know the deal. And a lot of real people are Democrats. A lot of real people are Republicans. But you're not just insane. So how about we sack the hell up as a country and give us the real COVID numbers across the board? Not just in New York, where all of a sudden they say they're going to do this. Hell no, not there. How about all the way across the board, we just look at people like me, people like you, and just give them the freaking facts. That's it. No bullshit. No, hey, well, you know, Jimmy came in with his hand cut off, but he's got COVID, so he's here for COVID. You know why they're doing it? Of course, because the truth is starting to come out. Liberals are scared that they're going to get their ass beat in the midterms. I'm not crazy either side, but I'll tell you this. Anybody that's been involved that I can vote for in BS in the numbers, I ain't voting for. You can call me whatever ist you want. I live in Indianapolis, and I'm paying attention to this. I've had enough, man. Damn. We get so hysterical, we get so full of shit about the most important things in our society. We get full of shit about things that can potentially kill us. Think about what a society what that means for our society. Drives me nuts. Hey, look, I'm not a big Trump guy. I didn't vote for him. I'm sorry, I didn't. People think that I did simply because you know, I don't sit there and rail against the other side. I don't rail against anybody. I don't give a shit about mean tweets. I've told you before, I care that gas prices are down. The stock market is up. And I don't hear the word inflation. Those are things from my youth. Now, all of you out there can go, well, what about this? I'm telling you what I care about. You care about what you care about, and I'm adding a fourth, and that's just tell us the truth on this deadly disease. Sack the hell up.